Good evening. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah. Um, so we're basically starting on time, I guess, because I just did all my Twitter muttering and social media linking muttering before coming on camera. So hey, no sound, no. Oh, thank goodness, Davor, don't scare me like that. Minutes before I came on live. Oh no. Let me check. I just did a thing today. Why? Oh, very quiet. Okay, let me see what I can. Okay, let me see. I swear I did some sound tests and everything today, and give me a second, guys. Sorry. Every time, every time. I'll boost myself a bit. See, if I boost myself too much, we start getting that hum, which we want to avoid. Is it a matter of me turning the music down? Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Eden Waith, Deavor, Mousimus. Good to see you guys. Yeah, so this is our pre-stream stream that we do before we bring Dan on every other week or so. I'll just read the closed caption, sure. You can give that a try. Okay. Yeah, let me know if the hum comes up at all. I can also turn the music down because that that would probably also help. It's a pre-stream creek. It's a creek. There, I'm gonna turn the music down even more. I'll bring the mic closer too, and maybe I'll talk louder. Okay, yes. So we're gonna go on with Dan in a bit, but before we did, I wanted to go over a few things. Bu- 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 bu. First, Justin Paul. Good evening. Yeah, we're gonna get started with Dan in a bit, but I did want to show a few things. I'm gonna do a quick dev update. I'm still working on chapter 4. I'm in section 2 still. Doing little character animations here and there because I feel like as you move through the story, it's kind of nice to see characters in different rooms doing different little things, activities. Kind of makes it feel like they're people in a way. So I've been kind of doing those. And yeah, just animating, implementing that stuff. It doesn't take usually it doesn't take that long unless it's something that I find myself having to redo 3 times, which is what happened last week, which is always kind of frustrating. But um, yeah, very similar to Devo. Exactly. I wanted to feel alive, and actually, come to think of it, on Twitter this week there was a bit of talk about 5 games you really like. I kind of turned it to 5 games that really influenced me. And at first I said Francisco Gonzalez's Ben Jordan series, and I think it might have been you said I should specify exactly which game in that series I like the most. Blah Holtzen, hey, good to see you. Um, yes, will there be an animation of Kimmy motioning out the windows, yelling to the birds, "Fly, my pretties, fly"? Yeah, so therefore it was you after all. So I did mention that the Ben Jordan game I like the most out of Grundislav's series is the one in the house, and I can't remember what it's called, and it's Dan the man, Dan the band. Yeah, we have a whole more pictures for Dan, so we can quiz him on his life. So we're gonna totally do that, but we're gonna do that on his channel. Tanda Gasa. Yeah, Dave or Case 4. Yeah, so obviously I like the one that's in the house. That's kind of like a murder mystery in a house. And one of the things I really like about the setting is, yeah, it's a very closed setting. And what you have is the characters in different rooms, and they kind of, you can see them over time being in different places, and you get accustomed to the setting of the house. So when something changes later on in the house, it's actually really unsettling, right? And so I like that idea of being in one in just like with Crimson Diamond, in being in Crimson Lodge, and something changes and it's kind of unsettling. It's something you might notice if it's a room you've passed through a few times. Yes, Eden Waith, Lamplight City is really good stuff. And yeah, Rosewater is in development right now, so definitely go wishlist that. Divor saying that Dan needs to get some Julia art for quizzes because I'm pretty bad at remembering stuff too. I will admit. Okay, so that's dev update. Still chapter 4, still section 2 of 3. And what I'm going to do is a few other things I wanted to show. Last last stream I showed this process of making earrings, and so what I've done is I've made more different earrings. They're still green, but I kind of wasn't happy with how the other ones turned out. I felt they were a bit big, and they actually got kind of warped in the oven because I think there were air bubbles inside. So I'm going to quickly show that. It's the crafts time here. Let me get over there. If I can use my mouse. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I think my mouse died. Don't die. Please don't die. Oh, do I need to change the... Hold on. I might need to change the battery of this mouse. Either that or the USB hub is on strike because I'm using a USB 3 hub on a computer that does not know what USB 3 is. So that could entirely be the problem. Please be the battery. Probably not the battery. Okay, I'm gonna use the touchscreen for this. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm glad Dan is streaming mostly today because I gotta figure out my hub situation. It's just... Okay, so here are the materials for the earrings that I made. And it's a lot like last time where you got the alcohol ink. I can't even move the cursor right now because my mouse is not powered right now. It's really chugging. So we've got some blue alcohol ink, some yellow alcohol ink, and what I've done is I mixed a few drops of that into this Primo Sculpey that's in the middle. It's a translucent clay. Oh hey Bill Coon, yeah, I noticed Bill Coon. I had to turn the gain down on my mic because that was kind of giving that hum. But I was a bit quiet, so I did turn it up a little bit. So hopefully we're at a happy medium right now. Okay, so you'll notice kind of in the middle there is that Primo Sculpey Accents translucent clay. Just below that is a little metal ball, and I use those kind of to wrap the translucent clay around. And what I did this time is because it's a hollow metal ball, I used the translucent liquid Sculpey that you see to the right of the Primo translucent clay. I actually filled the ball in that way because I felt like, yeah, the air escaping as I was baking the earrings last time kind of made the shape a little bit wonky. Oh, Dan, don't tell me it's humming still. It's still humming a little. We'll figure it out one of these days, not today. So here it is. So you can see what I've done is I've coated the metal ball with the translucent clay. I filled the hollow metal ball with the Sculpey, it's more like a liquid Sculpey. It's kind of like a glue almost, but it just when you bake it, it becomes a glue. When it's not baked, it stays pretty liquid. And I put in some eye pins. Pascal Leroux, hello, hello. So yeah, that's what this is. And then I like that teardrop shape, so I ended up building around into a bit of a teardrop shape. Well, the ball isn't bad either. It's a pretty thin layer of translucent clay on top of it, which you'll see. And yeah, so here it is. I polished them up with different kinds of mesh sandpaper and buffing pads. Anna, good to see you. Translucent. Yeah, Anna has her own business called Translucent Finishing, and she makes amazing cutting boards and coasters and custom work and stuff. So yes, Anna loves the translucents. I love that word too. And so yeah, so you can see here, this is the ball where it's been shined with a Dremel and a really soft disc. And you can see that it is translucent clay because what we're seeing in the inside is that metal ball, which kind of gives it, like the light's going in, bouncing off, and it's kind of giving us a bit of a nice effect. So that is that. Observation, Pascal, you say microphone is a little low for you, and usually it's the opposite. Anna, if you want to drop your link to your business in chat, please do. I just saw on the news today that in Ontario, at least, we're having a lumber shortage. I don't know what it's like for you guys out west. I'm going to try to move my mic even closer to me. Yeah, it's never perfect. Sunburst. I lost track of what I was saying. Okay, volume is low. Okay, what I'll do, hold on, let me just quickly, I think that source is pumped to the max. It is pumped to the max. I would have to turn gain up, which would mean a little bit more hum. So it's kind of like a trade-off. I will pump it up, um, and we will see how badly it hums. Okay, slightly. Yeah, next time I have Jim plays games. I have played with the noise filter option in OBS, and what it does is it makes the sound actually super weird. And I've played quite a bit with it actually, and I just it makes it doesn't it cancels some dBs out, and so it kind of does weird things to my voice. But I will do it if people are bothered enough by the hum. Next, so here is close up of the earrings, and I'm wearing them today. You can see, yeah, that translucent. You can see the metal ball inside there. I made the stud part, you know, smaller than last time. The other ones were gigantic, and so I didn't feel like they matched. But that turned out okay. I still think that EQ is the way to go. Equalizer. Yeah. Right now, bizarrely in OBS, the source is all the way up. Yeah, I put the gain up as high as I dare to. And there is no equalizer in OBS, is what Dan said. I don't know the sound stuff, unfortunately. So Dan and I are kind of muddling through, figuring it out. And last stream, someone asked me what my favorite rock was that I had. And I actually can't believe that I forgot to show one of my favorite ones that I do have. And it's the most impressive one I have. And I didn't buy it, so I have no idea how much it cost. But I'm going to show that to you guys now. Oh yeah, Pascal. Yeah, these are metal balls. It's like, yeah, these little these hollow metal balls to, yeah, and it's got maybe a couple millimeters of thickness of translucent clay over it. And Laholtzen said, yeah, there are plugins. I gotta more stuff to learn. I did learn a new thing in Twitch, and I will be showing that to you guys soon too. But first, my favorite rock. Well, one of my favorites is this beautiful piece of Ontario Amethyst. And the reason we have this in the house is I had some relatives, this is what I was told. We had relatives come from Japan, and they bought this chunk of amethyst, and apparently it was too big or too heavy to bring back with them in their luggage, so it just kind of stayed here for years and years and years. So I do have this, and I really, really like it. I love how you got the bottom part. I'll show you guys in the camera later. But my camera is so bad, and it's so bad at focusing, that I just took these right before dinner today. I wanted to give you guys a clear look at what it actually does look like. Penguin Buster. Oh, Chell! Chell, so good to see you. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so nice. Oh. I love seeing new people. I love seeing old people, and I love seeing people I know from other things come in too. I really appreciate it, Chell. It's good to see you. And Chell, yeah, please do stick around. So this is the pre-stream stream. Dan is going to come on, and he's going to talk the music stuff soon enough. So yeah, if this is not interesting for you, don't worry about it. We're gonna get to the good stuff. Well, whatever Dan comes out with, we'll get to that in a bit. So here it is, Ontario Amethyst. So here's another angle of it, the reverse side of it, and you can see some. I think it's fantastic, and I can't believe I forgot to show you guys this one the other day. And here it is, just to give you an idea of scale. And I think that's the last one. Okay, so that's that. I'm going to show you in the scene, just to give you an idea. So what I like is you get the bottom part. You can see the rock on the outside here, and you can see. Oh yeah, my camera's terrible. Can I put it close? Anyway, so I don't know how much this cost. I just know it's been hanging around the house for ages, and I kind of commandeered it. So. Oh, Blaholson, you found Dan some old sci-fi art. Please share it. Oh, Bill Kuhn, your birthstone is amethyst. Beautiful purple. Mine is garnet, which I don't know if that has anything to do with me making the Crimson Diamond a garnet mining town. I think that was a mineralogical coincidence. And it's a bigger Furoi, heyo. And you say it's a bigger piece of amethyst than you have? Cool. Okay, so I'm going to take this time to just really quickly, just in case, for the benefit of anybody who hasn't been here before, I like to show the trailer for the game, and I guess really quickly introduce myself. And I'm sorry to people who come every week and watch this, but I'm going to do it because just in case there's someone new, welcome, and I'm going to show the trailer. My name is Julia Minamata, and I'm working on the Crimson Diamond. And it is this beautiful 16 color palette. I called it beautiful, but I meant the palette is beautiful. 16 color palette adventure game that is set in Crimson, Ontario, which is a fictional town in northern Ontario. And you play Nancy Maple, who is the. Oh, it's mirrored. She's down here. And yeah, you play her, and you are a mineralogist, and you become a bit of a sleuth as you kind of explore this big lodge in the Canadian wilderness. And here we go. Oh, thank you, Chow. I'm glad you like the earrings. And yeah, this is just gives a really quick. It's in chapters. The demo is the first chapter. The whole thing is going to be 7 chapters, and I'm working on chapter 4 currently. Pascal, your birthstone is opal, but you're switching to labradorite. Yeah, that's one of my favorite. Labradorite, I love it so much. I've got a bunch of beads, and I've made necklaces of it, which I have shown in other streams, I think. Oh yeah, see, Denver Museum of Nature and Science. Yeah, that's the first thing I look for when I go to a museum. I just look for the geology section. Yeah, and that's that. So yeah, it's still in development, but the demo is playable. And thanks to Eden Waith, who is in chat, there is a Mac OS port for it, and then it's Windows, and it's available on Steam, and it's available on itch.io, and Nightbot will occasionally throw those links up. But yeah, I guess I can throw them up too on the iPad. Yeah, so that's where everything is. Yeah, for this, I put the streams up on my YouTube channel, which is also in there. So if you feel like you want to eventually, if you can't watch the whole thing or you feel like you want to at a later time, I do put them up there eventually. Next. Oh yes, okay. So the next thing I wanted to show was a few weeks ago, Dan and I did. Dan he composed some riffs for the game. For the like the death ditties, I think we called them. And I'm going to show you what those look like. I stuck them in the game just super easily. So I'm just gonna show that real quick. So here we go. And I'm gonna have to turn some stuff up potentially. Let me see. Okay, so the music volume is up. Let me know if you can hear this stuff. Pretty soft? Okay, so I'm going to pump up that audio source then. Because right now the volume in the game is pumped up, but I'll just briefly do this because we don't want it to be up all the way because otherwise the next thing I show you is going to be way too loud. Okay, so Dan, for the benefit of Dan and everyone else, we're going to do that one again. So Dan did 4 versions of this death ditty, and this was the first one, and he called it Humorous Death. Next one we have. This is really loud. Somber Death. Yeah, Dan said he is going to master these, whatever that means. I don't know what that means, but Tom, good to see you, Tom. I'm actually stuck in Feria Darls right now. I got the haircut, but I don't know what I know what to do next. I just don't know how to do it next. Tom Akatsanav is the developer of Feria Darls, which is another game that was made in Adventure Game Studio, and it is really, really beautiful. Matt Frith did the pixel art for it, and I'm really enjoying it. I just got stuck, and I haven't really played it that much, so I could probably unstick myself, but I will probably consult a walkthrough pretty soon. Next, Death 3. Turn up the volume too high and we'll hear Julia blink. Oh, Pascal, I'm glad you learning about lots of games. Yeah, so please, if you want to, Tom, please throw up the Steam link or whatever to Feria Darls. And he's working on the sequel right now, which I'm looking forward to, Because yeah, the art is fantastic. The game is really clever. The puzzles are really cool. Kima BG, good to see you. You hope that when you go, you have a humorous death. We have one more death ditty here. Yes, pasties. I've never had that drink. Both a cake and an alcoholic beverage. Thank you, Tom. Thanks for linking. Yeah, it's I think you said it's a pretty short game, but I think it's really beautiful and it's a great for whatever length it is. I have no idea because I haven't finished it yet. Yes, wonderful. And so those are all the ones right now. So we kind of are deciding which one we want to have mostly. I mean, there are different deaths, so there can potentially be different ones. So that's not too bad of a deal. And what I like to do is, I think that's all I wanted to cover. We're going to throw it over to Dan soon, but before we do, I'm just going to let Nancy have a bit of fresh air. Oh no, she can't walk. Hold on. 52? Okay. So let's, actually, so yeah, I can show you one of the things I've done in this, which is, one of the things that has been taking me a really long time is these doors, which you can't open. Later on, a character will open these doors. This whole area took me a while because I had to make it so she could climb this ladder. And what I did do, because you probably don't want to watch her do that every single time, you can just skip there. But yeah, so I did that, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that I had to build and stuff for it. And yeah, we're just gonna take a dip, bit of a dip. Oh, what was that noise? Oh wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's something else. Thank you. Thank you for the follow because you just reminded me the other thing I wanted to show because I totally forgot. Yeah, I have follower notifications now. So why don't we just test some of those out? And I can show you guys all the ones I do have. So you just saw the Twitch follow notification. So why don't I show you the yes, thank you. Yeah, exactly. So that's the Twitch follow notification. Um, and I didn't really make these specially. These are all just GIF animations I had made for other reasons. So let's see. We have there's a sub notification. I can just show you what that looks like. That's just so you can see it's just a test one. Yeah, these Pascal, these are other Dan sounds that Dan has composed for the game. There are 3 distinct ones, and so I just used them all, and I've just been reusing them. Here's the one I have for Twitch host. And I found like these GIFs were strangely relevant to each one of these different notifications. Yeah, I don't really know where to put them. They're gonna be on top of something wherever I put them. Oh yes, Tom, man, thank you. Wow, wow, thank you for subscribing, Tom. That's awesome. So Tom is helping me to help me test these. Next one is for bits, and I kind of like this one for bits because it's basically Nessa and Corvus eating the Jordan almonds. So I thought that was suitable. Easy circle. Upper right quadrant. Okay, why don't we? It's okay for this one because for this particular screen because I'm over here. So why don't we'll move it over. Okay, upper right. Last one I have is for Twitch raid. So that's the raid. That's the raid notification. Ta-da! Yeah. So there we go. Those are now all done up. And oh, you know what? I hope they weren't too loud, because I know they're really loud. Well, anyway, thank you guys for reminding me, because it totally slipped my mind that we're going to do that. And I think that is all I wanted to show you guys before we hand it over to Dan. Volume not bad? Okay. That's the second. No, there was a, this one is the raid notification. And this one is for bits, which is something. Which, I'm not entirely clear about everything that goes on here. But anyway, that's a thing that happens. Well, it's happened once. I thought, hey, why not? So, yeah, Dan, we're going to set up the Discord call now, I think. volume is maybe a bit. Yeah, I think they're loud. They were personally, but Dan's a sound guy, so I don't know what his hearing's like anymore. No, Dan has wonderful hearing, I'm sure. Yeah, our audio probably is. Wait, Dan, you're pretty soft on Twitch, I gotta say. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a dip in this beautiful water. And I think we're gonna call that. I'm gonna bring it back to Big Julia view, and we're gonna move it over to Dan. I gotta load up my Discord. So give me a second. Okay, let me get over there. I'll put it on Big Me Face, I guess. Okay. Yeah, Dan, I gotta load up the Discord and see if my computer can handle all this. And then I'll call you on the Discord if you're on. Tanda, I'm glad you like the death titles. Yeah. Oh, they're silly. Oh yeah, Dan. Oh yeah, Dan, you're right. I gotta do the raid. See, here's me forgetting everything all over again. Okay, yeah, we're gonna raid Dan. Completely forgot. Raid. Okay, we're gonna raid Dan. Dan is gonna introduce himself, I'm sure, and tell you what he's up to and what we're gonna do and how he's gonna do them. So let's get that started. Dan Policar. Okay, we're gonna get that all set, and we're gonna spend the rest of the night with Dan. I have more photos of Dan's life to show him, so look forward to that when we get over there. And I think that's just about full. I think that's a full raid, you guys. So I'll see you over there. But on my own pre-stream stream, I'm going to say a quick good night. But I will see you on Dane's channel. And looks like we're a full up raid, and we're gonna head down. See you soon.